Hey, what's going on, everybody? Time for another collection update. Uh, got a lot of CDs in this one. Got about 6 records and a couple tapes. So we got a little bit of everything. Um, Wanted to get a video in because I'm about to leave for work. Uh, Not to leave for out of town for work. I'm gonna be gone for like a week and a half. So I was like, I gotta get a fucking video done before I leave because who knows how many packages I'm gonna have when I get back in town, and then we'll get stuck with another hour-long video. Um, but I know a lot of you guys like the longer videos, so that's good to hear. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Um, yeah, we'll start with the tapes because I only have two. First one, this is Bill Skinner with Dem Fiend and Entgegen. I don't know how to pronounce that. So this is an EP from 2011, put out through Vinlandic Werewolf Distribution and Darkness Attack Records. As far as the material goes, it's Bill Skinner doing Bill Skinner. I have to say though, it's not some of his best stuff. It's definitely on the weaker side, but I still enjoy it nonetheless. I think, as far as Bill Skinner goes, I think the very strong stuff in his discography is definitely the full lengths. But I got this from Hell's Headbangers, but I've seen this floating around everywhere, so you should definitely be able to get your hands on this if you want it. So yeah, that's Bill Skinner with Dem Fiend and Gegen. All right, next up we have Hate Forest with Purity. Obviously the Droot guys. Everybody knows Hate Forest. Everybody knows Droot. This is the second full length, I believe, and this is the recent cassette reissue through Dread Records. Very nice. Printed tape, and then just a basic J card. Yeah, so this is definitely one of Hate Forest's stronger releases. Definitely one of my favorites. And that's probably due to the fact that it sounds more like Droot. I don't know. I do prefer Droot over Hate Forest, but like I said, that's probably the reason why I like this album so much. But yeah, especially the track. What's on here? The Gates. That track could have easily been a Droot song. So yeah, just the way it's structured. But yeah, I don't know if this is sold out or not. It was either limited to 100 or 200 copies. I don't know. Dread Records usually does a pretty tight limitation on the cassette releases. So, but yeah, definitely go. If you want a copy, definitely go hit up Dread Records before they're gone. Um, yep, Hate Forest, Purity. Definitely looking forward to the next Hate Forest cassette release they do, because I think just like the Hornet albums and the Droop stuff, Dread Records is also in the process of doing cassette reissues of all the Hate Forest stuff, or most of the Hate Forest stuff, because I know they've skipped a few releases, I think, so maybe they weren't able to do those. Not sure. I don't know. All right, so let's get to the CDs. So this is I guess I'm pretty sure this is a 2020 reissue. We have Goat Moon with Hard Evidence, Illegal Live Activities, 2009. And fucking, I got this from Hell's Headbangers as well. Fucking, I was so pissed when I saw that. There's a fucking dent in the Digipack right there. God. Just another reason to hate Digipacks. They're just so shitty and they damage so easily. But yeah. So yeah, the title it suggests it all. It's live recordings from 2009. I think this originally came out in 2010. I want to say, put out through Bestial Burst. On the spine it says 2010, 2020. So I'm assuming that it did originally come out in 2010. But the set list is pretty good. I know it's kind of hard to see. The lighting, sucks. But You got a lot of good stuff on here. Pure Blood, Black Metal Winter, Eclipsed by Raven Wings. 2 recordings of Quest for the Goat, which is one of my favorite Goatmoon songs. But yeah, as far as the quality goes, it is pretty shitty. Some recordings are better than others, obviously. There's a couple of covers on here as well. I definitely wouldn't recommend buying this, though, if your vagina gets hurt easily, because you may not like the shit you hear on here. But other than that, though, it's pretty decent. If you love Goatmoon like I do, this is definitely something worth picking up, especially right now when it's just been reissued and you should easily be able to get it. So, yeah. That's Goatmoon, Hard Evidence, Illegal Live Activities. I just bumped my fucking thing there. Alright, next up. We have Mork Grinning with Tusen Arhagat. I don't know, I don't speak Swedish. So, Mork Grinning, love this band, love this album. Excellent Swedish black metal. Definitely on the melodic side. And this is the first press on No Fashion. Been after a copy of this for a while now, and I mean, the other day when I bought it, I really decided to just buckle down and and get a copy, and I threw an offer to somebody on Discogs and they accepted it. So yeah, booklet, very nice. It's one of the things that was always nice about No Fashion is all of their releases are so nice. Like nice booklet, album covers, and everything. You don't see good quality like that these days. It's either cheap digipacks or fucking, I don't know. I just feel like they did shit like this so much better back in the day. But anyways, this album and this band is no stranger to my channel. I've talked about them before. I have the vinyl as well, and yeah, this album is just so good. If you haven't heard this, you're missing out for sure. So definitely go check out Mork Grinning. Definitely their best album, but their other albums are pretty good too. So check that out if you haven't. This next one, I picked this up from my local record store about a week ago, maybe. I think that was a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. I can't remember. And I bought it with store credit. I mean, this is not something I would have gone out of my way to buy. It was just there, and I wanted it. I had store credit, so I just said fuck it, and I bought it. Opeth with My Arms, Your Hearse. I've expressed my love for early Opeth many times, so this really should not come as a surprise to a lot of you. Especially the first 3 albums. I mean, fuck. This one, Orchid, and Morning Rise are just phenomenal. And this is a Candlelight reissue. I think I've got Morning Rise on CD. I still need to get Orchid though, but again, it's just kind of something where I was like, hey, I can get it without having to pay out of pocket. And it's something that I do want, so I said fuck it and I bought it. But yeah, Opeth, My Arms, Your Hearse. This band needs no introduction. Everybody knows Opeth. Alright, so these next 5 CDs, I had somebody reach out to me on Discogs. I guess they found my Discogs. They found me on Discogs through my YouTube channel, and he was selling some rare banned stuff, or I don't know if all these are banned. I think maybe one of them you can still get on Discogs. They reached out to me and asked me if I was interested in buying these, and when I saw what he was selling, I was like, well, hell yes. I mean, 2 of the CDs in this stack were CDs that I've been desperately wanting. And then a few more, and then the other 3 are just ones that were just kind of like a bonus. Like, yes, I will definitely take them. So he gave me a really good deal on these, and I really appreciate it. So I don't remember his name, but if you're watching this, thank you. I really appreciate it. So this first one is Clandestine Blaze with Fire Burns in Our Hearts. So this is the first press. with blackmetal.com and Northern Heritage. I don't know if that was a joint release or what, but yeah. And I think he told me that this was the only CD reissue or CD release with the colored artwork. I think all the other ones are like the black and white. I don't know. I could be wrong on that, but yeah. Very nice. Clandestine Blaze. I definitely prefer the early stuff. It's just a single page booklet. I definitely prefer the early stuff, the first 3 albums especially. It's not to say the other stuff isn't good. I just don't think it's as good as the early stuff. But this album especially is just fantastic. And I read somewhere that the track on here, I think it's Vatican in Flames. I guess it was only listed on the back on this release. But it doesn't come up as a track on the album. I don't know. I forgot the whole deal about that, but I just thought that was kind of interesting. But yeah. So anyways, there's that one. And also bought this one as well. We got Night of the Unholy Flames. Fuck, that glare is really bad. And I believe this one is also a first press. First or second, I can't remember. On Northern Heritage. It's got a single page booklet there. Yeah, fuck, this one especially. This one probably is my favorite Clandestine Blaze album. Yeah, definitely. So there's that one. Alright, next. Let's show this one next. We have the Satanic War Master and Clandestine Blaze split, which is a fucking great split. And this split's kind of interesting because the first few tracks are... is a combined effort between Satanic War Master and Clandestine Blaze. So I'm guessing between Miko and Werewolf. And then the last couple of songs on the split are one song each. So one song individually done by each band. So I think that's kind of interesting. You don't really see a whole lot of splits that do that. That's also put out through Northern Heritage. And it's just a single page booklet with lyrics. Yeah, great split, man. Actually, when I had not listened to this split in a long ass time before I got this CD. And holy fuck, I forgot how good it was. So, yeah, definitely glad to have got a copy of this because I know the vinyl is fucking retarded on this split, or at least all the times I've seen it for sale, it's just been listed at a stupid price. So yeah, very happy to have gotten that. That's Satanic War Master, Clandestine Blaze split. Alright, next up we have Crystal Knot with Blood Drenched Memorial. God, that fucking glare. If I hold it like this, it's better. Yeah, Blood Drenched Memorial. So basically this is a compilation, I think, of everything that Crystal Knot ever did. And if you're not familiar with Crystal Knot, one-man black metal project from France. But yeah, this fucking CD, I've seen this CD sell for over $100, and I paid nowhere near that for this CD, thankfully. So yeah, got some cool pictures in there. I think a lot of this is just like liner notes and stuff like that, which is pretty interesting. I haven't read through it yet, but yeah. And on this page you have like all of the album covers for all the releases and stuff, so that's cool. Kind of dark. I'm gonna have to open the blinds a bit to get some light in here. But yeah, was definitely stoked to have finally got my hands on this because goddamn, this has just been It's just been on my want list for so long. So glad to have gotten this. That's Krystalnacht with Blood Drenched Memorial. Next up, we have another thing that has just been, I've just been wanting for fucking ever. The self-titled Signar Voland EP. Again, another CD that I've seen sold for crazy prices. So I was glad that I was able to get it for a fucking very good deal. I think it's just like a one-page booklet. Yeah. It's just lyrics, but I can't read them because I don't speak French. So yeah, I got a picture of the band there. Very nice. This EP is probably one of the best fucking EPs ever. And just definitely in the top, French black metal releases ever. I mean, it's that good if you haven't heard it. The riffs are godly. Just everything about it is awesome. Yeah, very, very happy to have gotten a copy of this. And thank you again, if you're watching, for selling me these CDs. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate it. Alrighty, so that's it for the CDs. Let's go to the records. So this first one is another French band. We have Deathspell Omega with Infernal Battles, their debut album. So this is the reissue through End All Life. Came out in 2014, I think. Picked this up off of Discogs. I'm pretty sure, I think I paid, or at least as far as recent purchase pricing goes, I think I paid record price for this. But I really fucking wanted this album, and I did not. It was still better than paying fucking however much the first press is going for now, $500 or something like that. It was better than paying that, you know. And this has just been a huge, it's been such a huge gap in my collection for a while that I've wanted to fill. So I was fucking glad to have finally buckled down and got a copy. So yeah, this is the inner sleeve, I think. Yeah. Printed inner sleeve. And then it's just black vinyl, so I'm not going to pull that out. So yeah, my opinion, my favorite Deathspell Omega album. But then again, I only care about the first few Deathspell Omega albums, because after that it's just boring nonsense. It's when they decided that they didn't care about riffs anymore, they just wanted to be different and play, like I said, boring nonsense. But this is back when they riffed good, so yeah. Fuck, there was something else I was gonna say. Oh yeah, and my only gripe though with this album is the second half of the album is like lower quality. I don't know why that is. I think that's because, like, if you look at the reviews on this for Metal Archives, they're bad. And I'm sure those are the people that prefer the later stuff, because those are the, I don't know. I don't even want to get into it. All I'm saying is that this is when Deathspell Omega ruled. I'm not crazy about the new stuff, but if you like it, more power to you. That's Deathspell Omega with Infernal Battles. Alright, and holy shit, we're actually going to stay in France. Forgot about this one. Pull that out. We have Drakenhail with L'Ombre du Néant. I don't know. That was my poor attempt at French. So yeah, this is a demo, another one of the Asrar reissues that I needed. There's still another one that I had missed out on that I'm needing, but I'm glad I was able to pick this one up. Got it off Discogs. I mean, Drakenhail I've been talking about a lot lately, so don't really need to say too much about them. Insert with shit written in French. I can't read it, so no point. That double LP, it's just black vinyl. But yeah, I will re-sleeve that later. I'm not going to do that on camera. But yeah, so and Asrar has they just recently announced another one of the reissues for Drakenhale and Salfro. So I'd definitely go check those out if you're interested. Yeah, glad to have gotten this. Like I said, I still need one more that I missed out on. I don't remember the name of it, but I'm just kind of hoping that a copy pops up on Discogs at some point for a good price. But yeah, great stuff. I love Drakenhale. Like I said, if you just love like really lo-fi, especially this one, it's very the sound is very low, which is kind of one of the things that I'm not crazy about some of the Drakenhale stuff, is that it's so low. Like, I wish when they did these vinyl presses they would have tried to bring the sound up a bit, but I mean, I don't know, it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, if you just kind of like monotone, kind of repetitive riffing black metal, then I would say this is for you. Like I said, I've said it before, at times it reminds me of some Nargaroth material. But yeah, I love Drakenhale. Glad I was able to get this. That's L'Ombre de Niant. I don't know. Fuck. I don't feel like trying to pronounce that shit. Alright, let's see what we got left here. Alright, next up we have I believe this album came out in 2018. This is the newest Necrochrist SS album, put out through Merchant of Death, Darker Than Black, and Asrar. Holy fuck. All I can say about this album is riffs. Holy shit. I picked this up from Arcane Altar when they had it in stock. Obviously, they don't have it anymore. But if you really wanted it, I'm sure you could get it. I'm sure you could find it somewhere on a distro. But if you're in the States, I definitely would not recommend ordering from Merchant of Death, because I don't think they're shipping to the States right now. Because fucking Germany. And I'm waiting on an order from them that I ordered back in March. They posted on their Facebook page the other day that they have like over 100 orders or something that they're waiting to ship out, but they can't ship them out yet because the postal, they won't let them ship to the States or whatever, and probably other countries as well. So definitely would not recommend ordering from Merchant of Death right now if you're in the States, unless you want to wait, in an indefinite amount of time for your order. So yeah, anyways, back to the album. But holy fuck, man, the riffs on this album are fucking amazing. Very nice insert. Got lyrics which do me no good because I don't speak Finnish. And black vinyl. So yeah, Necrochrist SS I would definitely say is one of the more underrated Finnish bands. They definitely deserve some more love. So definitely go give this album a listen if you haven't. And I promise you won't be disappointed. So yep, new Necrochrist SS. Check it out. Newest, technically not new, just newest album. Alright, next up we have one of two 2020 releases that I'm going to be showing in this video. We have Thy Dying Light with their debut album, self-titled. So yeah, Thy Dying Light, I've talked about many times. I've preached how great this band is, and it was definitely nice to finally see a full length from this project. And this is the vinyl release through Death Cult Productions. I think it was limited to like 110 copies or something like that. But Obviously, this is sold out, but you should still be able to get it through Purity Through Fire. But then again, Purity Through Fire, I think they're also a German label. I don't know, I could be wrong. So I wouldn't recommend, if you're in the States, I would not recommend ordering from them right now. Um, so at the time when this came out, it was sort of around the time when all the COVID shit was starting, and um, I wasn't sure if it would be a smart idea to order this from Purity Through Fire at the time. And then I had seen that Death Cult was going to be putting out their own vinyl release of it, so I just waited for that instead. And yeah, and it paid off. So let's go ahead and show the contents of this guy. So we got the vinyl, which is like a red and black kind of merge. It's pretty cool. Matches the album cover. And we got a poster of the album cover. Comes with 3 posters. This poster said right down there, it says Cumbrian Black Metal. And then we have a Death Cult Productions poster. So, very nice. So yeah, as far as the music goes, there are 3 tracks on here, I believe. I think it's just 3 that have been on previous Thy Dying Light releases. Those being actually 4, I think. Yeah, Cold and Death, Impaler, Fist of Satan, and then Thy Dying Light, of course. There's probably another one in here. I don't know. Maybe Black Death. Fuck, I don't remember. And there's also a cover on this, which is a Nefarious Dusk cover, which is another one of Paul's projects, which Paul is the guy behind Thy Dying Light. So he covered another one of his own band songs on the album. So, as far as the material goes, it's good. Thy Dying Light is a good band if you want just straightforward second wave worship black metal in the vein of early Darkthrone, so like Under Funeral Moon, early Gorgoroth. That's kind of what this is basically what Thy Dying Light is all about, is just worshiping that early, to mid 90s Norwegian scene. So if you like that and you haven't checked out Thy Dying Light, definitely do yourself a favor and give Thy Dying Light a listen. So yeah, that's Thy Dying Light, self-titled album. Like I said, you should still be able to get a copy from Purity Through Fire. I see no reason why they would be sold out. Alrighty, and next up we have a reissue that is long overdue. Like, holy fuck. We have Unanimated with Ancient God of Evil. Unanimated's second full-length album put out through Century Media. So yeah, man, this is just, it's a crime how long this took to get reissued. So they reissued this one and the one that came after this, which I don't remember the name of it. And then the first one they are gonna do, I think there was some sort of delay, so they couldn't do it at the same time as these. But yeah, man, talk about just an underrated, in my opinion, underrated Swedish gem. I mean, one of the greatest Swedish albums to come out of the 90s. So you got a very nice booklet here. So this is like on the cover is like a flyer. You got Unanimated, Necrophobic, and Dissection. And goddamn, I need a fucking time machine. Oh, and then here, you got Unanimated, Dark Funeral, and Lord Belial. So that's fucking awesome. And then under here you got Unanimated, Dark Funeral, Unpure. Not familiar with Unpure. But yeah, very nice booklet. I think these are just these are just liner notes. At some point I got to go through and read that because that should be interesting. Band picture on the back. And mine is just black vinyl. There were a few different vinyl variants. I just got black. I think maybe, shit. I think at the time when I ordered this, most of them I think were sold out. And I think I was just being cheap and I didn't feel like paying extra euros for a colored vinyl. So, yeah. I had been waiting on this for a while because I ordered this from Century Media. I ordered it directly from Century Media from their European distro, which I believe is in Germany. I don't know. Not sure. But yeah, I pre-ordered this back in I think March. Probably around the same time I placed my Merchant of Death order that I'm still waiting on. No, it's not beer, it's water. It's just to address that. But yeah. So very happy that this finally came in. I've been looking forward to this for a long time. So yeah, and looking forward to that reissue of the first album. So yeah, Unanimated, Ancient God of Evil. Give that a listen if you haven't. Just underrated. Definitely recommended. Definitely recommended for fans of Dissection, Sacramentum, bands like that. Alright, and next up I saved this one for last because this is, without a doubt, my favorite 2020 release so far. We have Passage Day Ever with Imwald. So yeah, I could be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure this is the first full length. I think this is the first thing that's considered a full length from this band. I could be wrong though. I think a lot of his other material is they're just considered demos. I think this is the only one that's been considered a full length. Like I said, I could be wrong. But you know what? I have my phone with me, so I'm going to double check Metal Archives real quick here. Yeah, this is their first album that's considered a full length. I mean, this guy's got a lot of releases, but most of them are demos. You got a couple splits, but that's about it. So, yeah, I knew I was fucking right on that, but I wanted to make sure. But yeah, anyways, first full length after years of putting out music under the Passage Day Ever banner. So that was very nice to see. And this is a fucking quadruple LP. This thing is 2 hours long, but I love it. When this first got announced that he was finally releasing a full length and it was going to be 2 hours long, I was like, oh, fuck yes, it's going to be so good. And I was not disappointed. So the first time this album was released to the semi-public, I don't know how else to word it. There was like some kind of special event that was held in Switzerland, where the guy is from. Also the guy behind Dark Space, if you didn't know. There were, I think maybe, it was a very small amount of people that got invited to listen to take part in a pre-listening of the album before it got released to the general public. And I think this was like back in January. So, and at the end of the night or somewhere around there, each person that attended the listening party got like a flash drive that had the album on it. So somebody who was there leaked the album months later. I think this was probably back in maybe April, I think. Maybe early May. It was somewhere around there. But yeah, it got leaked somewhere mid-spring. And because I remember it was on YouTube, it was on Metal Tracker, which is where I heard it. I downloaded it, I listened to it a couple times, and I was just like, holy fuck, it's so good. Didn't feel any shame because I was already going to buy the album. And the guy made a whole post about it on Facebook that somebody betrayed the trust and, you know, uploaded it or leaked it without permission and blah, 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 blah. But, and I know a lot of people knew it was already leaked, but they were waiting until they got their record or tapes or whatever in the mail before they listened to it, which is cool. But me, I love Passage to Heaven. I couldn't wait. I was one of the assholes that downloaded the leak. But anyways, in my opinion, this is some of his best stuff to date. It's everything the project is known for. Despite it being usually ambient black metal is kind of hit or miss, but at least with Passage to Heaven, you still have riffs, which is the important thing. And yeah, and just great songs, song structures, just great atmospheric elements all around. So it came with a booklet, which has lyrics, which I can't read them. I don't know what language they're in, but I can't read that shit, obviously. And then it comes with a poster of the album art. The only thing that would make this poster better is if it had the band logo and album title on it. But yeah, don't really have much else to say about this. I'm not going to show the records. It's all black vinyl. All the inner sleeves look the same. There's no point in showing them. As far as in if it's I think this album or the vinyl release has been kind of ported to various distros. So if you didn't want to order it from Kunsthal Production, I don't know how to pronounce that. If you didn't want to order, basically it's the guy's label in Switzerland. If you didn't want to order it directly from him, you could get it from other distros as well. I don't think I've seen this in any US distros. Maybe CD or something like that, I don't know. Because there's also a CD release, I think there was like a double tape release or something. And there was also a wooden box vinyl release, which this was already expensive as fuck for me to buy, you know, because I live in the States after shipping and everything. But the wooden box was like, yeah, if I would have got that, it would have been ridiculously expensive. So I just said fuck it, and I just sell it on the regular vinyl version. But yeah, all right, I'm done talking about this. I've already said enough. I can't get over how good this record is. I'm looking forward to giving it several more spins. It's just that great of an album. So that's Passage to Heaven with I'm Walled. And yeah, that's it, guys. And God, that's probably the most I've ever talked about an album. I mean, I'm pretty notorious for keeping it short and sweet when I'm talking about albums, but holy fuck, that one I spent a long time talking about. So yeah, guys, that's it. Probably will be another few weeks before another video is up. I mean, we're already in the first week of July. I hope to get another update in before the end of July. So, yep. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and I will see you in the next video.